Hi guys, I'm Super3, and I just got done doing a podcast with Boy Thunder Productions, another episode of Film Brony Podcast. And so now I am here doing doing another episode with you guys. But first, I'm gonna discuss, what characters I want to see in Fire Pass Volume 2 for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm very excited for this. It's gonna be going for a long time. Sakurai will not stop making this game, and I love him for that. So I'm going to discuss to you what I would love to see in Fire Pass Volume 2. 6 characters or 6 slots in there. I could give you my top 10, but I think what 6 characters I want the most in this Fire Pass. Keep in mind, some of these characters are not as likely to get in this pass, but this is just my wish list, okay? First off here I want to discuss is my now new most wanted character after Banjo-Kazooie. Sora. I really want Sora in. He is now my most wanted character in Smash. I really wanted him since Brawl. And I'm pretty sure maybe this will be Sora's moment. This pass right here will be Sora's moment. This is like one of the only characters in my wish list that I believe will be likely for this pass right here. Okay, so there's Sora. I would love to see Spiral the Dragon. And yes, I know Crash is more likely, but again, this is my wish list here. I kind of grew up more with Spiral than Crash. I did grow up with Crash and Spiral as a kid, but I was more into Spiral than Crash at that time. I would also like to see. I'm gonna give into the hype. I'm gonna cave in now. Master Chief. I've said it for a while, for a very long time, ever since Brawl. Everyone said this since Brawl that there was no way Master Chief will ever get in because he's a Microsoft owned IP. Halo's never been on Nintendo at all because Halo's owned by Microsoft. It's not like any other. But ever since Microsoft and Nintendo have been working closely than ever, and there are rumors speculating that the Master Chief Collection is going to be ported to the Switch, when I guess Master Chief is a bit more likely than we thought. Even though again this is a wish list, and now I really want to see Master Chief get in because I'm a huge Halo fan. Okay, so Sora, Spiral, Chief. What else is there? Oh yeah, Paper Mario. Yes, another Mario. Not just another Mario character, but another Mario. But I would love to see Paper Mario get added. What else is there? Oh, yes. I would really love Travis Touchdown. Travis Touchdown. Oh my god, Travis Touchdown would be like the funniest character to ever be in Smash. I just love Travis's personality and his he only had one game on PS3. That's just a port of the first game on PS3. But the rest of them are just like Nintendo exclusives. And he'd be a perfect rep for Suda 51. So yeah, I would love to see Travis Touchdown, and he'd be like the Deadpool of Smash Brothers. And also, I know this one's not likely. For this pass at least. Dragonborn or Dovahkiin, whichever you prefer, from the Elder Scrolls series. I'm just a big fan of the Elder Scrolls series, in particular Skyrim. And I think Dragonborn would be another great RPG character to add. So yeah, Dragonborn. So those are my characters I want, and I guess it's time to get to some user questions now. Okay. Alright, this question comes from Meadowland Fan 2004. Have you heard of The Upside of Anger with Kevin Costner and Joan Allen from 2005? No, I haven't. And it stars Kevin Costner? Well, again, it's 2005, because anything Kevin Costner does in the 2000s, whether it's 3,000 Miles to Graceland, Dragonfly, or The Guardian, or Rumor Has It. It's just like Kevin Costner 2000s, nowhere near as big as he was in the 80s and early 90s. Oh, thankfully he's doing better films. And Yellowstone. I've just seen bits of Yellowstone. Not bad. Alright. Mixed Psychopath the Legend asks, what is your favorite flicks or Bofa's highlight reel? I haven't seen the Bofa's highlight reels, but as for the flicks highlight reel, I would say, like, it's the highlight reel of episode 100, the last episode of Flicks. In particular part where, Jerome is eating the pickle, I put that together. Alan starts the part, how you, how you edit, Gary's reaction, to me showing off, Big Trouble in Little China on Blu-ray. That was great. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Boys Thunder Productions asks, what movies do you like but everyone else hates and vice versa? Well, if I'm going to start with, the movies that I don't care about but everyone else loves, okay, Avatar, I've said so many times that I'm not a big fan of Avatar. The movie is beautiful. The CGI is gorgeous. It is and its world has been so well established. But too bad that's all senior James Cameron seems to be caring about when making this movie, because it's really lacking in fleshed out characters and interesting story. That's all it is. It's a beautiful, dull movie. That's what it is. Let's see what else is there. I was not a fan of You Were Never Really Here. I was disappointed by it. I didn't get the hype for that movie. I felt that movie was so vague beyond belief, and Joaquin Phoenix's motivations aren't really clear in the slightest. And don't tell me, oh, well, you're supposed to analyze it. I can analyze enemy and under the skin because I can understand these characters' motivations. I didn't understand what the hell Joaquin Phoenix is doing. Oh, he's suicidal. Why? I don't know. And quite frankly, the movie didn't give me any reason to care about it. So yeah, there's that. Okay, The Matrix. Okay, as an action movie, it is very well shot. I love the cinematography, and the Wachowski brothers have created something incredibly ambitious and really helped revolutionize the action genre. That I gotta give them credit to. But I love Keanu Reeves. I really do, but I find Neo to be an interesting character, or at least an underdeveloped character. I still watch The Matrix every now and then. That's why I have it on Blu-ray, because I'm not that biased towards The Matrix. I just wish that, I don't know, his performance felt a little wooden, and I did not care about the chemistry he had with Trinity. I think their chemistry is so lackluster. Their chemistry together is so lackluster. It really could have been developed a lot more. The best characters in the movie are Morpheus and Agent Smith. Those two are great. They were the best characters of the movie. They were the real meat to it. I just wish Neo was a bit more, developed a bit more interesting. And I do love the use of Rage Against the Machine in the movie. Props to that. Oh, and that's for a movie I like, but everyone else hates. Well, The Neon Demon is, a pretty divided movie, but I find it to be a really underrated gem. I thought it was so beautiful, and the movie made me sick, but in a good way, and I gotta give credit for that. I know, it's kind of like sickening for me to say that, but I don't know, I like how the movie, did that to me. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna say this, Flubber, yes. And maybe because I'm so nostalgia blinded, I grew up with Flubber, and that movie still grows on me. Yes, it does have its flaws. Its biggest one is how Rob Williams keeps missing his fiance's wedding, like 3 times. 3 times. What are you still doing with this man, woman? Find a new one. But I really enjoy Flubber. I find some of the jokes to be funny. I found Rob Williams' characters to be charming, despite the fact that he keeps missing the wedding and tries to justify himself for that. I found the basketball segments to be pretty over the top, goofy, but I do like it for being that. and I found the climax to be really entertaining. Yeah, I still have a soft spot for Flubber. I really still do. Um, those ones I can think of that, everyone else hates, but I really like them. That really come to mind. Okay. Next question comes from Sean Reviews. If Joker won Best Picture, how would Martin Scorsese react since he said comic movies aren't cinema? Okay. Okay, for those of you who have been living under a rock, The Weekend Joker came out. Yeah, it was The Weekend Joker came out. Martin Scorsese said in an interview that, he didn't really care for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, if he just said, I can't get into it, and just leave it at that, I'll be fine with it. But no, he had to go on this long, stupid-ass tangent where he just makes a fool of himself by saying, they aren't cinema. Well, they're not cinema? What am I watching then? What am I watching in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I'm not watching pornography, am I? I'm pretty sure I'm not watching pornography. I'm watching movies made by filmmakers that were put in theaters. And the big one, he says, they're theme parks. Okay, what are theme parks built for? They're built for entertaining people. And what is a movie a part of? The entertainment industry. And no, don't give me that, because of genre. No, it involves every movie. Not just superhero movies, not just blockbusters, films in general. It's part of the entertainment industry. If your movie's not entertaining, then what the hell's the damn point? If I say Goodfellas was entertaining, which it was entertaining as hell, does that make Goodfellas a theme park, Scorsese? I'm just trying to follow your logic. He also stated in another interview where the Marvel Cinematic Universe is quote unquote invading cinema. Invading cinema? These aren't illegal aliens migrating to our country looking for sanctuary. These are movies made by filmmakers. I should not be telling this to a legend who's been in the business ever since the late 60s with Who's That Knocking on My Door. And another article, he goes on this big paranoia tangent where he says that he assumes that, if people watch more of this, they're not going to learn about World War II, they're not going to learn about history, they're not going to learn about this and that, and they're not going to learn about Jimmy Hoffa. I should not be telling the king of gangster movies that Jimmy Hoffa is one of the most notorious gangsters in American history. His legacy is not going anywhere. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is not going to do shit about it. What is wrong with you? And he also states that, these movies don't contain, characters having... it really shows that. He says that he doesn't really watch them, and this really shows what he says is that these movies don't contain characters having... expressing emotional, psychological experiences to one another. How do you explain Thor having PTSD in Endgame? How do you explain Star-Lord dealing with family matters in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Not one of my favorites in the MCU, but explored that. And Ant-Man 1 and 2 both also were Scott Lang's main goal was, with family issues. And Iron Man 3, Tony Stark goes through PTSD. What do you call that? And don't tell me, and don't give me this bullshit. That film is subjective, okay? It's just from his perspective. No. There's being subjective, and there's completely ignoring everything that happens on screen or what happens behind the scenes. Scorsese was doing the latter. Scorsese was definitely doing the latter. And he thinks it's Scorsese just wants to be different just so he doesn't get in with the crowd, and hopefully people will like him for that. I was guilty of that. And then the final article he stated where he goes into this huge ass tangent, and people defend him. Of course they defend him because it's Scorsese. It's hey guys, this is what Scorsese meant. This is what Scorsese meant the entire time. No, it is not at all what Scorsese meant. It's a Scorsese trying to trying to justify himself from the past interviews he stated just to try and shut everyone up. He said, "Oh, the Marvel Studios, it's a new kind of cinema." No, first you said they're not cinema, and now you're saying, "Oh, it's a new kind of cinema." Which is it, Scorsese? Which is it? And keep in mind, Scorsese is my favorite director of all time. But that doesn't mean I gotta, just like accept whatever bullshit he spits out in every single interview he does. He's my favorite director of all time, but that does not excuse all that. But anyway, as for that question you were asking, if Joker won Best Picture, how would he react? I don't think he would give a shit. I really don't think. In fact, I would have loved it if Joker won. Mainly just so I could watch film Twitter blow up. All right. This next question comes from C.A. Cougar. What are your thoughts on the Oscar winners for announced next Thursday and Razzie nominations? I discussed a lot of that in latest episode of Film Brony podcast. But I will say this, I have not seen Parasite, but I'm glad it's a Best Picture winner that nearly everyone can agree on. I'm glad we have that, and I still want to see Parasite. And I can say, this is like one of the Oscars' better ceremonies in years. It's not one of their best, but it's one of their better ones. And yet it's their lowest in history. And you know what? In the last episode, I predicted it was going to be 23 million. Guess I was right. That wasn't a guess, though. As for the Razzie nominations, the only one I've seen is Hellboy. And that movie did piss me off. I've not seen any other Razzie nominations. I have not seen Cats. I know. I slacked up on all those. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. And about Oscar nominations. Hell yes, Joaquin Phoenix. That's the best win. I'm so happy. He really deserved it. Alright, last question comes from Aaron Kramers. Have you seen A Fox in Space on YouTube? If yes, what are your thoughts on it? I haven't seen it until you asked me this question. And after I saw it, I fully support whatever that was. Fox in Space is like a really funny take on the Star Fox franchise. There's like a lot like a humor, like they take these characters' quirks and they do like an interesting spins on them. I like seeing Fox and Bottomless Wolf, despite the fact that they're enemies. And I love how they gave Falco a Brooklyn accent. That was pretty funny. Shut up and eat your fucking fazoo. That was really hilarious. And Slippy is actually not annoying. Yeah, it was like really funny, and I hope to see more. In fact, I'm waiting for episode 2. I wonder if they'll do episode 2. I can't believe that they only did the first episode. Those are my thoughts on Fox in Space. Love it. I love A Fox in Space. So those are my questions. Those are my answers to everyone's questions. If you have any more, please ask one question below in the comments. And what else is there? Oh yes, I will be doing a live stream on something about a purple dragon that has claws like this and teeth like this and spits fire like this. I think you all know what's coming.